We gotta keep that same energy. We gotta keep that same energy with Gervonta Tank Davis, with David Benavidez, that we do with everybody else. Shout out to my brother Flame on 24. My brother Flame on 24, man. Salute to you, family. It's been a minute. But look, man, I'm going to tell you guys this. Hey, I'm going to tell you guys this. Hold on. I got this one. Hey, Siri, play Flashing Lights by Kanye West. Look, I'm going to tell you this. Tank Davis knocked out Frank Martin, the 30-year-old virgin, exactly like I said he would. Siri, play Flashing Lights by Kanye West. I told you Tank Davis would knock out that 30-year-old virgin, Frank Martin. So, Supreme, wherever you are, you're going to have to get on here and answer for that. That boy got his ass whooped. You're going to have to answer for that, Supreme. You're going to have to drink yourself a big glass of kangaroo piss because you messed up. You got to come on here and keep that same energy. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. Oh, we ain't forgot about David Benavidez. This is your king. This is your monster. That's easy money for Canelo Alvarez. That's easy money for Dimitri Bivol. That's easy money for Archie Beterbiev. David Benavidez is a good fighter. He ain't no great fighter. Stop that. Anybody thinking that David Benavidez is a great fighter after tonight's performance, you got to stop the dick eating. You got to stop it. You got to stop gobbling it up. Put the spoon and fork down. All that dick eating don't make no sense at this point. David Benavidez is a good fighter, not a great fighter. That's all I'm saying. I'm not hating. I'm not taking nothing away from him. We need to see Canelo Benavidez so we can end all of this. All this can be ended because Canelo Alvarez cooks this boy. David, you're not beating Beterbiev, you're not beating Bivol, and you're not beating Canelo. David Benavidez is trapped. It's trapped. He has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He has nowhere to go. According to Hit Kid, it's going to be somebody that's going to murder David Benavidez. And I'm telling you, he's going to have to petition the WBC for the mandatory at 75 or 68. You getting your ass cooked either way. You better go for the Canelo money fight. Because I'm telling you, if you stay at 75, they putting your ass to sleep. You go down to 68 to fight Canelo, he's putting your ass to sleep. Keep that same energy. The link has been dropped. If you want to get on here and cook with the landlord, all you got to do is click that link. Look, let me get to these questions real quick. My brother Rick says, David Benavidez's power is overrated as fuck. Now, here's the thing. Everybody talk about David Benavidez like he's a one-punch knockout artist, like this guy's going to knock everybody out. I've told you guys a long time ago, he needs to throw punches and bunches. He wasn't a big puncher at 168. He couldn't knock out Caleb Plant. But all of these dick eaters were on here telling me, oh, Caleb Plant was holding, and they were making excuses. They were just gobbling up the dick. I mean, that don't make no sense. You're a grown man dick eating for David Benavidez? This is your king? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. What are you doing? My brother Joe Sotelo, salute to you, family. Much love, respect, and support. The People's Eyebrow, salute to you, family. He says, see how Benavidez finally goes up to a weight closer to his size, and those combos ain't hurting Vostok like he would of a smaller opponent. Now here's the interesting thing. The last two opponents Benavidez fought, Demetrius Andre, Caleb Plant, guys with no real power, guys whose chin have not been strong. So you know that they made David Benavidez look great in those fights, and he still could knock out Plant. I'm going to be honest and unbiased about it. If you think this man's a monster, you need to put the crack pipe down, stop the dick eating, and be honest with yourself. My brother Tito says Matthias and Pitbull should have a fight right away. The promoters dropped the bag big time on a Mexico versus Puerto Rico pay-per-view. Hit Kid called it. He said this was a losable fight. And at the end of the day, Matthias lost the belt. We got to keep the same energy. And I'm sure Hit Kid got a lot to say about that. Devin, he says Supreme going to twerk in the street with Frank Martin, the son of New Jersey, and George Cambo says, salute to my brother Devin in the building. Supreme somewhere twerking in the street. Hey, you got to be somewhere twerking in the street, Supreme, because it don't make no sense for you to tell me Frank Martin was going to win and got his ass cooked. Got his ass cooked. Oh, man, that man went and laid down. Untouchable Raider says Tank's ring IQ is on point, letting Martin get tired. Caught him slipping and knocked his ass out. I got Tank beating Shakur Haney and rematch Ryan and Pitbull. I mean, I'm going to tell you this. Tank Davis has the power, the talent, the skills to be a truly great fighter. But Tank has to get these fights. That's my only knock on Tank. Take the fights. I got Tank beating Devin Haney today. If they fight today, Tank Davis puts this man to sleep. And it probably, I don't even know if Devin Haney would ever box again after that ass whooping. Salute the Untouchable. My brother AJ say Tank and Loma need to fight now. This is what Hit Kid is saying. That would be a world-class, world-level match. I'm okay with the Shakur fight, but I think the demand, according to my brother Hit Kid, according to my brother AJ, everybody want to see Tank and Loma right now. Let's get that fight done. We need to hold Tank accountable. Go unified. Fight another champion. Show us how great you are, because knocking out a 30-year-old virgin and Frank Martin ain't enough. It ain't enough. We need to see Tank Davis go in there and get everybody. And the first guy on the call, before I put anybody else on the call, the first guy, everybody gotta wait, because I got one guy got to get on here. My brother from a
Hey, what's good, Nuke, man? What's popping, bro? And listen, tell your man Boogie Booty, man. Yeah, I was twerking out there in the streets, and I'm drinking this kangaroo piss right now, bro, for you, man. Right now, yo. My man got stretched out.
Oh man. He got
I mean,
stretched out like Southpaw Mom on a Saturday night,
dog,
bro.
he got stretched out like Jake Paul did to my man, the basketball player. He
Oh,
stretched him out. Now, you know
oh
what?
yeah.
Good fight. I think him going against the ropes too much. I guess Tank did wear him down. He ain't feel like running around too much. But I think being on the ropes was his downfall, big time, big time, big time.
Yeah.
But you know what? Praise to Tank. It's not that I don't like him. I just felt like maybe this would have been an upset. You know what I'm saying? But it
Absolutely.
didn't.
Absolutely.
And my man Benavidez, he didn't knock this dude out. Like, what the fuck's going on? He's supposed to fight Arthur, Vivo, and the rest of the monsters up there, like
Well,
without that power.
the problem that I have here, Supreme, is Canelo moved up in weight and fought a Kovalev, and who was a world champion in his first fight at 75 and knocked him out. Everybody criticized him. David
Yeah,
Benavidez goes up, fight a non-champion, a guy that was formerly retired, and nobody's giving him shit for it. Like he's still a monster, bro. What
he,
is this?
he didn't even knock the dude out, man. So at least show up, knock him down, bro. He didn't even do that. This is crazy, bro. But that's all the Benavidez fans. You already know you're never gonna win with them niggas. He's
That's
always
right.
doing right. He's always
That's
doing
right.
right. You know that. But
That's right.
shout outs to everybody, man. You know, my bad. Whoever wants to get on, talk about the Frank Martin. I'm here. I ain't running. I predicted a lot of good fights. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this one was I had to go the other route because him being a southpaw and shit like that. I thought he'll give him a little bit more difficult problem, but I guess not. Praise the Tank, man. Straight
Let
up,
me
bro.
ask you a question. Does David Benavidez beat Canelo, Bivol, or Beterbiev?
He's gonna beat fire out of David Benavidez. Don't beat none of them. You said David Benavidez?
Yeah, can he beat any of those guys? I'm asking, can he beat any of them?
Absolutely not. He ain't beating no Arthur. He ain't beating no Bevo, and he will definitely get stretched out with Canelo.
You
He
got
would definitely get stretched out.
let me add some more people on here. Supreme, Big Cup of Joe said Beterbiev would do a demolition job on Benavidez. He damn sure would. Once he touches Benavidez, it's over, bro, and he's hittable.
Yo, what's up with this Matias, man? That's
Oh
crazy.
man, that is crazy. Hit Kid
Me,
want to smoke with you on that, man.
me being a Puerto Rican. I mean, this. You know what it was too hyped up. It was too much of Tito Trinidad being there. You can't win with just an inside thing. You gotta have like a jab. You gotta have something.
You got to have Deontay Wilder has told us that you got to have more than one trick.
You got to have something. Praise to that kid from Australia that came down, won the belt, man. Props to him, bro. Yeah. Props to him. He deserves it.
And that's the son of New Jersey's new best fighter.
I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that.
Lakers Swag says, how do you slow Tank down if he don't respect your power? Then you got a long night ahead of you. If he don't respect your power and you don't have the skill set to make him miss all night, to be able to outbox, outclass, and outthank him every round, then you got a long night ahead of you because you can get stopped at any moment.
Everything you just said says Lomachenko.
Oh, man, that's a hell of a fight. Untouchable says, as a Benavidez fan, I'm disappointed. He looks very vulnerable, and he couldn't get a knockout. After this fight, Canelo beats him, just being real. Salute, Nuke. So Untouchable will say, hey, man, I like Benavidez. I'm a fan. But after this fight, I don't see him beating Canelo.
There you go. Good man. I mean, they starting to come out now. They're starting to realize now. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a good kid. He can fight, but he ain't got it. He ain't got it like that. He ain't like that like they say he is, bro.
Sumter says, thanks to Tank, I got grocery money. I bet 700 for 120.
Damn, yo, my man. Man, and you should, if you did that, then you should be donating more than 199, nigga. Saying, no.
Supreme gonna keep it a buck if nobody else keep it a buck.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100.
Bernice says, commentator, what's next for you? You won't be able to go back down to 168, Benavidez. Yes, I will. And Bivol beats everybody. Okay, so Benavidez is anxious to go back to 68 after not being able to get the knockout at 75. He's ready to go back.
Bro, he's gonna get stretched out. You know what? Please go down there. Oh man, he's gonna. You know what, man? I'm tired of Benavidez, man. I'm getting tired of him already, bro. It's a good fighter, like I said, but I'm getting tired of him, man. Canelo just need to stretch him out, get it over and done with, bro. That's it.
That's it. Salute to Aaron in the building. Thanks for the support. We got Hit Kid.
We got the Kid.
I got a couple of points to make.
So hey, listen. Let me tell y'all something right now. I've been on with Nuke for a minute.
What up?
And Nuke put me on first. Look, I'm drinking the kangaroo piss.
Yeah.
Like I promised.
All
right, that's what I'm drinking right now.
And I got some exactly more. To a T.
All right, let me go across the panel, and I'm gonna get everybody in the back and everybody on the panel. I need the initial thoughts on the fight. Who should go first? Hit Kid, you want to go first?
Yeah, I want to take the floor here.
All right, go first.
Tank versus Frank went exactly the way I thought it would. I thought Frank would outbox him for a couple of rounds, but the big key with Tank Davis, and this is the key when you have to fight Tank Davis, you've got to get his respect. Frank Martin did not get Tank Davis respect. At some point when you were fighting Tank, and it's why I think Tank is a bit underrated as a fighter, even though he's been fighting Cherries. You have to fight this man. You can't just outbox him and run and box, for 12 rounds. That's not going to work. He'll walk you down and he will finish you off. That is what happened to Frank Martin tonight. Got no respect of Tank Davis. Tank walked him down, pounded his ass in the corner, and slapped him with a beautiful uppercut, which set it all up into the left hand. And laid his ass out. I think Tank absolutely demolishes Devin Haney. That's a no contest. He beats the WBO champ, the other Ukrainian.
What about Loma?
What about Loma, though?
No. That's the one person who I am 100%.
Because let me tell you something. Everything you said, somebody that's going to fight, and somebody that can move, it's all Loma.
That's Supreme. I'm getting to it. I have Tank beating Devin Haney. I have Tank beating the other Ukrainian. You know, the one who beat Navarrete?
What about Shakur?
Shakur's going to be running all night.
Shakur for me is a 50-50 fight. I'm going to tell you all that right now.
That's a hard one, too.
Shakur for me is a 50-50 fight. And I'm sorry, if you had to ask me right now, and Nuke may not like this, I'm picking Tank. I can't pick Shakur off that last
I'm going to
fucking Barboza.
Hold on, Hit. I might surprise you guys this because a lot of people call me a Tank hater. But if they make the Tank Loma fight, I got Tank.
No chance. I got Loma.
Yes.
I got Loma.
His power's too thudding.
I'm sorry, we've never seen Lomachenko really. And not only that, can I make this point clear? Lomachenko, and I get it was Kambosos, and Kambosos is not that good. I'll fully admit it. But fucking hell, the story about Kambosos was no one could, stop this guy. Yes, you could hurt him. No one could stop this guy. Loma dominated his ass and stopped him. Loma for me is still the best.
Hold on.
Kambosos though, bro.
Lomachenko's a great fighter, but we're not ever going to compare Kambosos to Tank. Tank sleeps.
No. Tank's a better fighter. No. But what I'm saying, and trust me, I'm not comparing trash to fucking Tank. Let me make that clear.
Oh.
What I'm saying is the fact that you saw Tank in that fight just against Frank for those first opening rounds. You saw how he got the mark, on his cheek, because he was getting outboxed. Loma can outbox you, but Loma can hit.
And Loma,
you're
right about all of that, but Loma also gets caught. He also
that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna let everybody get it. But just my opinion. Loma also gets caught. He's a great fighter. A guy like Tank with that kind of power, your chin better be granted to be able to take that and keep going.
I think
Bodyback Benavidez got inflated. Face got inflated.
I said to you while watching the David, so I'll move on to David. I said to you watching the David fight, even though he won that fight, his power's not the same at 175. It's not. You can see Gostek was stopped always. And not only that, Benavidez got tired late in that fight. He got tired late in that fight.
Oh, fat ass nigga, man.
Let me ask you a question. Does Benavidez beat Bivol? Does he beat Bivol, Beterbiev, or Canelo right now?
This is why I wished Ashley Knuckles, that deluded fuck, was here right now, and I really do. because I'll make it very clear. Canelo stops him late. He takes too many shots and Canelo's too classy. It's either a stoppage or a decision. Beterbiev knocks him the fuck out. That's a no-doubter. And Bivol 12 owes him. I wish Ashley Knuckles was here right fucking now to try and defend Benavidez.
Ashley Knuckles, the Blouse, any of you guys that are huge Benavidez supporters, you said you'll be back after the fight. You said you'll show up. You'll let your nuts hang. Where are you? Because now everybody wants to smoke. These guys were saying that, David was going to knock this guy out easy, quick. He was going to show levels. I didn't see all of that. I want
to see the same energy.
And Aaron says Jaime Munguia 175 would have knocked out that version of Bostic. I think Jaime Munguia has heavier hands, has more power than David Benavidez. Just raw power. I think Munguia has more power.
I want to see the same energy, off the fucking Benavidez fanboys, though. Off that. If I'm allowed to say it.
Joe says Benavidez needs to stay at 168 for real. Mike Trade says, Nuke, you think Loma can beat Tank after tonight? I think Loma, at this point, Loma's no longer the same Loma he was, but he's still an excellent fighter, still an elite fighter, but he's not as good as he once was. There's a reason why Tank had delayed that fight for 5-6 years. I think that at some point, Tank is coming into his own at this moment. Tank power is crazy. We've already seen Loma get dropped before against Jorge Linares, but he came back and get the stoppage. But Tank Davis has a different kind of power.
You may need to drop the link again. They're saying it doesn't work. And also, we've got Kambosos' son in the chat.
Okay, I do that. And J-Tap says, I love Loma, but he gets slapped by Tank. This is what I'm saying, Jay. I don't even like Tank, but he's sleeping Loma if this fight happens. But I know
disagree.
You guys disagree. Let's get to round 105. What you think about the Benavidez and Tank fights? And then we'll get to Peter and then the big boss.
I gotta say, I'm kind of pissed at myself because fucking David Benavidez had such a lackluster fight that I was cheering for Tank. That's how awful the match was. I don't know, man. I'm kind of seeing Tank kind of come up. I don't see him getting beaten by Lomachenko that easy. If he does, it's a lot of hard work. But the match that I was more interested in was the Vosnik fight. That mountain of a man was taking every punch, and he wasn't even moving. And he was peppering David Benavidez, but at the same time, you could tell that Benavidez was getting hurt. You could just tell by his face, it's getting swollen, dude. He wasn't taking that power like he was everybody else. So I don't know, man. I don't see Benavidez going up any more weight. I think after this fight, he's like, oh shit. I threw everything, every punch he put in with intent to knock out, and he didn't move that man. He stayed in the pocket.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me ask you this: does Tank beat Lomachenko now, or does Loma still beat Tank? And does Benavidez beat Canelo, Bivol, or Beterbiev right now?
Benavidez does not beat. He does not beat Bivol. He does not beat Beterbiev. He doesn't beat anyone at 175. He doesn't beat anyone at 175. And if he tries to go up to cruiserweight, yeah, he ain't beating anybody up there either.
Benavidez gets stopped at cruiserweight.
He gets stopped. That's too much power. I mean, Vosnik peppered him with shots, and he had a swollen eye. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Yep. What about Tank? Does he beat Loma, or does Loma get him?
I don't know, man. Tank, like what I noticed with Frank Martin is he was peppering him and he was hitting him hard, but you felt the thud that fucking Tank had. You felt that thud, man. So I think, if unless Lomachenko overnight ages overnight, he might have, but then again, he's never tasted that power.
Never.
I'm not becoming a fan of Tank, but god damn it, I'm becoming a fan of fucking Tank.
I mean, we're just keeping it real from what we're seeing. We can only judge a fight by fight. My brother Jesus says, shout out to my brother Stink Bug. I'm assuming that's Hit Kid. So shout out to Hit Kid. Stink Bug.
Hey, where's the son of Australia at?
He's here.
Where is he?
Hold on. Let's get to the next one. Let's get to the next one because we got to get everybody on here. Peter the Great. Peter, give me your thoughts on those two fights tonight.
Tank sent that nigga straight to hell, man. Holy shit, bro. My goodness, bro. Hey, it's funny because I missed it, right? It's like I think it was like a split second, right? I turned around, Frank on the ground. I'm like, damn, what the fuck happened? I look at the replay, man, that motherfucker is out cold. That nigga taking a power nap. I'm like, shit, man. God damn, man.
Does Tank beat Loma right now, Peter?
I mean, hell, if I'm being honest, I think Shakur has a better chance, though. But the thing about Loma is that, it's at the chin to compete with Tank, though. Because think about that. I don't think so, man.
What about Benavidez? Is Benavidez beating Canelo?
Speaking of Benavidez, man, that shit was so fucking boring, bro. God damn, like this nigga, god damn, bro. Man, I don't know, bro. Like it's like the only way that I think Benavidez beats them, bro. If they go down to 160, some shit, bro, or some shit, bro. Man, come on, bro.
I got to go right now.
That nigga's sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You overrated, bro. That Canelo shit, get that shit out the way, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
1 second. Jessica asked a question. She said, I've never heard of Frank Martin. Is he an A-level fighter? Supreme, is Frank Martin an A-level fighter? Please answer this honestly, Supreme.
Of course not.
Absolutely not. Jessica, Frank Martin is not an A-level fighter. My brother Supreme
of course not, bro.
will tell you that he's not an A-level fighter. He's not an elite fighter. He's a 30-year-old virgin. He is not an A-level fighter.
He's a prospect, bro. He's a fucking prospect.
He's Demetrius Andrade light. There we go.
Stop.
Nigga just talking about, Frank got this little skill. Yeah, Frank don't got no fucking power to compete with Tank. What the fuck y'all niggas talking about, bro?
Guys.
He's like the Wish version of Shakur Stevenson.
No, even worse.
Guys,
Jessica, what do you think? Hold on, Jessica, what do you think about the Benavidez Canelo? We're gonna get her comment on that. And hold on, let me get to the Big Boss real quick. Big Boss, what do you think about those two fights? Then the son of New Jersey, then Devin.
Salute to you guys. Oh, Nuke. I just as I predicted yesterday when I went on, I knew Tank would knock out Frank Martin by the 8th. I mean, I said it. I also said Frank Martin. He was going to give Tank some problems in the early rounds. Tank anticipated it, so he waited. He was patient, and then when he got to the 4th and 5th, Martin looked scared because he was throwing those fast power punches and Martin didn't even realize. So I knew from the beginning that Tank was going to win this fight, and You know, and I don't know what was more impressive, that knockout or that backflip he did after that.
No, before we get to the Benavidez analysis, I got to do this real quick. Bernice says Hit Kid is definitely a cutie, so maybe Hit Kid, you're finally gonna get that cherry pop. So maybe Hit Kid is finally ready to get that cherry pop. Supreme, it's time. It's time, Supreme.
Yo, it's crazy.
He's gonna get his cherry pop like Frank Martin.
Yeah.
He's drinking that Houston piss.
They could be passed out.
I'm happily going to look at Frank Martin. That's all I'm saying.
And then my brother Kerpal says Southpaw fans are punching their mom right now. You're absolutely right. The Southpaw fans don't know what to say.
Yeah,
Benavidez beats
Canelo. Lol.
Frank Martin was out there looking like Rihanna.
Wait,
They're gonna say some stupid shit too. I know it. They're gonna be like, "Oh, David Benavidez was just way too fast and powerful for Vosnik to do anything."
Wait.
Hold on, one second. Big Boss, what are your thoughts on the Benavidez fight? Let's get that quickly, and then we're gonna open up the panel once we get these other two.
We got to get them wanted lost and found posters for the Mexican Monster Man, because I didn't see him today. I mean, he threw everything he could, and Vosnik was not phased at all. If he can't knock down Vosnik of all fighters, you ain't knocking down any of the fighters. Now I'll go down to the other three that you said. Beterbiev. The more punches you hit to Beterbiev, the harder Beterbiev will hit you. Benavidez will get knocked out by this man. I swear to God, he will. For Bivol, he's a top-notch defensive fighter. Benavidez, he'll probably touch him a few first 3 rounds, and then Bivol, you're gonna touch him after that. He's gonna hit you. He's gonna hit you as well. He may not have the power to knock down Benavidez. He did knock out the last fighter in his last fight, but he will outbox you though. So as for Canelo, oh come on now. Like I said, you can't knock down Vosnik. You ain't knocking down Canelo. That man has a Thanos grenade like chin. All he will feel, like he said to Iron Man, all that for a drop of blood. Nah.
Absolutely.
And he got cut.
He beat a sandwich, bro.
Hold on.
Exactly.
Santiago says Frank made Tank look stupid until the knockout exposed. And so it looked like Tank was setting him up. The only other thing was Peter says, he said Hit Kid got moist after that Bernice comment.
I'll take the troll, and I always take it in good art. I completely disagree with that last comment, though, which said...
Did Tank get exposed, Hit?
No. Because even though he lost the opening couple of rounds, Frank never got his respect. And Tank was setting him up. Tank was like, you know what? You're going to wear down. And you saw it in round 5. Tank started getting on top. Started hitting the hammer shots. Round 6, he started getting closer. Round 7 was his best round, and then in round 8, he flattened his ass.
Now,
that's not exposed.
Now, Carlos Rio says, in my opinion, Tank Davis beats Loma for sure. Loma has no power to stop Tank from coming forward. Now, Loma has tricky power because he can throw punches and bunches, hit you with shots you don't see. I could see him possibly dropping Tank, but the problem that we have with this matchup is what happens when Tank Davis lands one of those massive shots on Lomachenko. I don't think Loma can pull through that type of shot.
Can I counter?
That's the only thing that concerns me.
Can I counter? That's a third point. That's a third point because that will be the question on Loma's end.
The only way we're gonna find out is when they fight.
Yeah.
We need to fight.
Yeah, we need to fight. But I have a counter. I have a counter to that as well, and I think it's a third counter. You just said if Loma drops Tank. If Loma drops Tank, how does Tank respond? Because we've never seen that.
You're absolutely right. He's we got the moist Hit Kid in the building, and he's absolutely right. How would Tank respond to getting dropped by Lomachenko? And does he get back up? That's a great question.
And if Martin could win 6 rounds, imagine what Loma could do.
I don't see it though, bro, man.
Look, I gotta say this.
Tank only needs 1 punch. That's what's interesting. And Tank is young. He's fresh. He's
Tank cat and roll is a 50-50 fight.
Hey, Tank got that Deontay Wilder type punch, bro.
I think Tank has a shot. Has a good shot in that fight. I actually would pick Tank.
I got a question. Did anyone notice that Benavidez had a cut?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Was that from a punch or from a headbutt?
It was from a punch.
Oh, Benavidez said that he had a torn ligament in his hand. I'm
He said
assuming.
he had a torn ligament in his hand, and he said
Oh,
he got cut in
excuses,
training.
bro. Fucking
And he said he
excuses,
got
bro.
cut in
I just wanna-
training, you know, 2 weeks before the fight. I don't want to hear that shit.
I'm not
Those
trying
were
to hear that shit,
excuses
bro.
for
Is
weak
these
ass performance.
excuses supreme? Why he didn't get the knockout, the ligament in his hand, the cut in camp? Is
That's
this
an
these
excuse,
excuses
bro.
that
Man,
Benavidez didn't get it? Come on,
That's
Supreme.
excuses, bro. That's
Hey, Nuke,
excuses.
hey, he gassed out in the 6th fucking round of the fight, bro. Gassed
slowed
out.
down.
round.
He slowed down.
Can we go to our next? I want to hear the son of Australia what he's got to say.
Yeah.
now.
We're gonna do that. And Santiago said he struggled with a decent boxer. So exposed, he sucks. The son of Cambosis in the building. Son of Cambosis. What do you think about those two fights? Benavidez and Vosdick and Tank versus Frank Martin.
Well, good evening, y'all. That was completely unexpected from what I thought was going to happen with Benavidez and Vosdick. Benavidez really disappointed the fuck out of me. I felt like I needed a damn pillow to sleep. That was probably one of the most boringest fights that I've
He
seen.
probably reminded you of Cambosos.
Oh, fuck off, man. By the way, Matthias looked like absolute basura.
I told you.
He looked bad.
Me and Nuke was talking about that. You gotta have something else more than what he had.
Told that.
Matthias was absolutely
Australian
overrated.
fighters are stronger than you think. Just because Cambosis lost to an elite fighter in all.
Son of New Jersey, we gotta give you this one. We're giving you this one, yo. We're gonna have to give you this one because Australian came to Puerto Rico.
Look, I had to burn you because I haven't been around when you're around, so I had to come and give you a couple jabs.
Saying I'm Puerto Rican.
Man, some of this Cambosis bullshit, man. God damn, bro.
All I gotta say is Matthias was overrated.
Listen, I'm Puerto Rican too, but I would tell you right now, Matthias was literally a piñata tonight.
Yeah, no.
Yes,
that wasn't a good fight.
Hold on, son.
Matthias only looks good against Uber drivers.
Hold on, son. Does David Benavidez beat Canelo if they make the fight happen next? Does he get that victory and shut everybody's mouth?
Here's what I'm going to say about right now. We'll start with Canelo. Number one, Canelo sends this man straight to hell in about 7 to 8 rounds. Let's just get that off the chart. Let Canelo get this boy in September. Knock him the fuck out. Put him to sleep. Put him on a stretcher. So that way Southpaw can delete his channel. That's number one. Number two, Dimitri Bivol easily decisions Benavidez 12 rounds to nothing. Unanimous decision win. And number three, Better BF is going to end this kid's career in about 6 rounds, and that'll be the end of David.
Boom.
And for Tank, it was a good fight. Frank Martin was doing well, I'd say, for 5 rounds straight for now until he gassed out in the round. Well, he got tired.
Mm-hmm. I thought he shit his pants. As soon as he got hit, he fucking shit his pants.
Well, I guess you could say that, but then Tank knocked him out, after, Tank gave away 5 rounds. But look, I think Tank Davis I think he beats that Ukrainian dude, Dennis Barinchik. I think he beats him.
Oh, he murders him.
I wouldn't say murders him. I think Barinchik gives him a good fight. He gives him a little bit of problem.
I think Tank sends him to the shadow realm in the 7th round.
Davis beats Barinchik like he's food in there.
I know. We can't dance around the topic. Does Tank beat Loma? Yes or no?
Loma, I think, still stops Tank Davis.
Oh, man.
What?
You know what? Now, Peter. Now I'm more confident that Tank beats Loma based on this prediction.
I don't care what you say.
Explain, bro. Explain, man.
I got the real question. Guys.
Nuke.
Yeah, go for it.
Can I change my pick?
Does Tank beat Cambosos?
Explain that shit, bro. Hey, explain that shit to me, bro. Go ahead, man. Go explain to me, bro.
Explain it to him real quick, son. How does Loma knock out Tank?
It's simple. He's the Matrix. He's the man to beat still at
one. Can I change my pick?
Bro, come on, bro.
No, you didn't even let me finish.
All I gotta say is hold on. All I gotta say is that Martin beats Cambosis.
That's facts, though.
That's your opinion. All right. Number one. By the way, Tank Davis knocks you out, Haney. I don't want to hear it. So you got
No,
it.
he does.
He does. Yeah.
Well, wait. What about Tank? What about Tank
I don't
versus
know.
Kambosos?
Hey,
What do you have for that fight?
Keyshawn Davis beats Kambosos, man. Easy work.
Keyshawn sucks. Kambosos knocks him out. Don't even
Keyshawn
mention.
Davis, man. He's a prospect. Easy work.
Look,
Easy
I'm
work.
be honest with you. I'm not
That's
a
easy
Keyshawn,
work, bro.
I'm not a Keyshawn Davis fan, but I think he beats Kambosos.
Man, that's easy work, bro, for
What about
Keyshawn, bro.
I think we overrate
Martin,
Kambosos.
Here we go again.
Too much,
Martin
bro.
and Campbell.
Don't even mention the 20-plus-year-old prospect, Keyshawn. Don't even mention that kid.
Keyshawn
He
beat
would fuck up,
Kambosos.
bro. He would
bro. I
fuck up
just-
Kambosos, bro. Put him in a phone
No,
booth.
he wouldn't. And
Yes, he
by
would,
the
bro.
way,
Okay, let me say something, bro. Okay. Come on, bro.
Tank,
Come on, man.
Someone who thinks I'm a Catterall fanboy, right there. That's aimed at me.
I was saying the reason
Just because
why.
I picked Catterall over, because I picked Catterall
Hey, I think, what's the nigga name, bro?
Grow up.
the son of
Dude, Mason probably beats that nigga too, bro. Like, come on, bro.
I said the
Hey,
reason
What's the
why.
prospect?
The reason
Hey,
why I'm picking Loma to stop Tank is because number one, I still think Loma is better skills than Tank. Let's just make that clear. I still think he's way better skillful. Loma has.
But does he have that power to make Tank respect him?
Yeah, he has tricky power. Yes, he does.
Can
He's
Loma
too old
walk
now.
through one of
He
those
can match
shots?
Tank. Like he can.
Nah, he's
actually,
too old.
So
That's
let me
getting a
ask
little
you
too old, man.
Let me ask you this, son. What happens if Loma gets caught with one of the massive shots that Frank got caught with tonight? What happens then?
Okay, if he gets caught, I think Lomachenko will get back the fuck up and continue to box him.
Oh shit! All right, bro.
I don't know, man. Your record with these predictions isn't that good.
Hey, man, hold on, bro. Hey,
To be fair, that's the $2 million questions, though, if Tank
is,
and Loma
it is.
fight. And that's why I think we want to see this fight more. And I mean this truthfully. I know, Nuke, you want to see Tank Shakur. I'm sorry, Shakur hasn't earned shit. He hasn't earned shit since the Barbosa fight. I know he's got this title coming against the fucking nobody. Sorry.
I mean, that's still a good fight, though, bro. Still a good fight, though, bro.
It's still all of them are great fights. So is this a diss towards Hit Kid? If Jack Catterall was stuck on a horse,
Yeah, that's a
would you
diss
help
towards
Jack
me.
off the horse?
I guess the man still
That's for
said,
Hit
because
Kid.
if you remember, I picked Catterall over Tio.
I'm not even gonna pick Shakur over Tank, and look, like it could be 50-50, but if Shakur's like, if Shakur don't have the power, and if you don't have the power,
W
Tank's
profile
gonna knock
picture.
you
That's a W profile picture.
out. Tank's
Okay.
gonna knock you out. How about Tank and
Yo,
Teofimo?
look at that
Tank
40-year-old
and
picture.
Tank
That's
and
funny.
Teofimo.
The goofy combat says I changed my name from G Jesus Bennerberger. Really couldn't get a knockout on a 37-year-old who hasn't had 12-round fight in 4 years. I literally thought he would get the knockout. Is David Benavidez overrated supreme?
Cokehead, bro. He's a cokehead.
Absolutely yes.
Hey,
Yes.
hey,
Is he
Yeah,
overrated?
that is.
Overrated.
David
yes.
Cokehead Benavidez, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Like,
Let me say this. David Benavidez is the Errol Spence of his weight class.
Oh,
Damn. More
tell my
like the
nigga Errol,
Chavez
bro. Come on,
Jr.
bro.
of his weight class.
Or the Antonio Margarito.
No, he's a
Hey, I
Chavez
think-
Jr. of his
hey,
weight class.
Hey, I think he's a fucking
He
blue
did
blue
great at
Andre of his weight
160.
Body Bag says seeing David on the ropes made me laugh, kinda. What do you guys think about that?
It was hilarious. By the way, David in the post-fight presser said he's still tore a ligament in his right hand, but didn't want to pull out. I'm sorry, that's excuses.
Is that an excuse or is that
class. I want
legitimate?
to say, hey man, it's like, man, he calls out Canelo right all this time. Right, said, oh, Canelo this, Canelo that. I'm like, man, come on, bro. Like,
He had to go at Canelo over the same thing.
Listen, we all
can
know,
have a go at Canelo.
If Benavidez would have knocked this guy out, he would have never said anything about his hand.
Boom.
No,
facts.
he threw it like he had no injury. He threw that right hand often and hard.
My brother says 140 proven tonight is the best division. Is that the best division in boxing right now?
140.
140.
Ooh.
140.
140 tonight is the best division toss up.
I think for unpredictability, yeah.
I think
Because you never know who's going to beat who in that division.
He has massive talent.
You look at the champions right now. WB what do you call it? WB C is Haney, who's fighting Sandor. We've got the WB held by Pitbull, who's fighting El Rayo, which is going to be a good fight. I have Pitbull. I don't know who the WBO champion is, like the full official WBO champion.
WBO.
Wait, ain't T or some shit on my system?
No, it's Tio. It's Tio.
Tio.
Tio's WBO. And then,
IBF
of
is
course,
now
and the
Pyro.
IBF tonight is no Paro after, beating Matthias.
Yep.
Yeah.
That tells you how unpredictable that. And then you've got Prograde looking to get in. You've got Catterall looking to get in, who I think is going to, because rumor has it it's going to be Catterall Barbosa, in like August, September.
You
Puello,
think Pogate's
what
gonna
about
fight
Puello?
Matias?
Yeah,
What about you gotta add Puello in there?
Hold on. And Raleigh versus Blair Cobb. I'm gonna tell you this. They're not in the same weight class, but I would pick Blair Cobb.
I'm picking Blair.
I'd pick Flair, the wannabe most exciting man in boxing.
Now we got two more guys on the call. We got two more guys on the chat. I know these two guys very well. Flame on 24, Murky Waters. Both of these guys are great. First, I gotta talk to Siri. Siri, play flashing lights. Flame on. What's good?
What's good, Moot?
Man, what happened with that Tank Frank Martin fight, bro?
Man, I mean,
he got stretched out.
He was scared, bro. He was scared. Like all that stuff in the beginning was just like it was just keep me off, like keep them off me punches. They wasn't like.
Let me tell you something.
Landing,
Listen, I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. Drinking kangaroo piss. Look.
Oh, you pick Frank?
Right here.
Shit, Frank saw a ghost that night, man. Shit.
Man, the Ghostbusters were in town. Flame on who you got?
That shit was hilarious.
Flame on who you got? Tank or Loma right now if they fight. I'm sorry. I like Loma, but I don't see him beating Tank.
Making us fans of Tank.
I think he get Loma to sleep, bro. Cause Loma, I think about probably 3 to 5 years ago I'd have picked Loma.
Yeah.
But like right now, I think Tank he's too powerful. Loma never been hit like that. And you see how he was fighting Tio, he was too cautious.
Yep.
I think he got a chance. I'm not gonna say he don't have a chance,
absolutely.
but if Tank touches chin, bro, it's over. Because he's already too small to be at 35, and he's declining. He ain't really knocking nobody of substance out. Cambosos ain't shit. He trash, so that was expected. But other than that, I mean, I had Loma. Loma was supposed to stop Devin, in my opinion. And the thing with Loma, he's very
I got the
overrated
judges
in
though,
a
so
way.
that's how I was able to beat Loma.
He doesn't bite down when he's supposed to, bro. Like, if he would have bit down against Devin, he would have won. If he would have bit down against Tio in the last 2 rounds, he could have got a knockdown, maybe squeezed the fight and won. But he don't got that dog in him like that. And Tank is a dog.
Let me ask you this: does Tank beat Devin Haney right now?
Man, he could beat him tonight.
Yeah. Guys, I gotta be going.
Okay.
You gotta smash them cheeks.
It's 6:15 a.m. I need to go and get some sleep.
Before you go, Hit Kid, I wanted to say that sorry for not being on cam. De La Hoya lent me his fishnets, and I know you wanted to see that.
All I'm gonna say is I'm still picking Loma over time. I will say this though: that fight needs to happen this year. Because if that fight goes on another year, let's say Loma Tank next year, like late next year, then I think the age will have caught up with Loma.
Tank won't get credit for it though. Everybody's gonna say he was old.
That's why he needs to go this year. That's why I'm saying the fight needs to
happen. And he's a world champion. He's a world champion. We got to give it to him.
Hey, it's Floyd's fault, man. It's Floyd's fault, man.
Champ. Kudos to Tank on the highlight reel knockout. Supreme, take the L, my friend. Love you as a brother, my friend. Take the L. Leon Paro, shout out to him. Absolutely went to Matthias's backyard, kicked his door down, drunk a beer on the man, took a piss in his backyard, and took his belt. And Benavidez, you are trapped, motherfucker, because I have a better BS knocking you out. Divos stopping you or decisioning you. Canelo, in my opinion, either stops and decisions you. And by the way, there's a fourth option, which none of us are mentioning. David Morrell will knock him the fuck out.
Hey.
With that, good night.
Good night. Good night.
Hey, maybe you don't have to come sandwich tonight, boy, for sure.
Hey, I got a question. Since when the fuck does Gary Russell Jr. train people?
Hey, can I speak on that real quick, bro?
Which one?
I bet.
Hey, man.
Hold on. I bet Gary Russell trains once a week. The trainer.
He trains
Which
his
one?
brother once a year.
Hey, but
Oh, okay.
The little one?
The
Yeah,
big one,
yeah.
the one that only fought like once every 2 years. The one that
Yeah,
got
but
big.
Oh
he's
yeah,
the
that's
oldest
okay.
one.
oh yeah,
This is
hey,
like
Yeah, he's the
hey,
oldest one, but
Hold on, fellas,
I
hold on.
hey, I don't want
Hold on,
to
I
ever
got a
hear.
quick question for Flamon real quick though. Flamon, what do you think about the Benavidez performance tonight?
Bruh, listen, I was telling my peoples, bruh, like, my main question when that fight happened, when it was announced, was with his power transition to 75. I didn't see it. Like, I felt like it wasn't gonna move up with him. And the thing is, and this is my opinion, I feel like the Canelo pressure was coming. I feel like Canelo is gonna fight him, but it's gonna be one of his last fights. It's gonna be like an easy cash out, bruh. What has David Benavidez done to make people feel like he could beat Canelo? These motherfuckers niggas just don't like Canelo, bruh. That's just what it is. He hasn't fought anybody. Everybody he fought was old. Lemieux wasn't even a fucking
He fought the
68.
boogeyman, Andre.
Flamon,
Andre
you're
wasn't,
forgetting
but Andre,
he
that was
fought the
his
best
second
slick black
fight.
fighter of this
Hey,
But
generation.
hey,
Andre
That
ain't
was
never
his
Andrade.
fucking
second fight.
hey,
Andre ain't
hey,
never beat
Andre,
a
hey,
fucking.
But I was
It
told
was
by
his second
LDBC
fight
that
at
Andre was like
68.
Floyd
hey,
Mayweather.
I just wanted that payday from Canelo real quick. Got like a
He's a
bitch.
fucking weight
look,
bully, bro. And when he
look.
finally fought somebody his size and his same height, well, really a little taller than him, by the same like mass or whatever, he ain't shit. And I
That's
know he's discouraged because he didn't get that stoppage. And you couldn't stop Gosvick, whatever the fuck. And you see what Better BF did to him? Like, come
oh
on.
man, and
Like,
it's an
he's
older
old too. He's
version.
37, bro.
I'm gonna say this: we're missing one guy. No fucking and no life is not here.
The
He's
black,
punching air right now.
yeah,
He ain't gonna show up.
he
He
not
ain't
gonna
gonna
show
show
up
up.
tonight. And let me get this comment. He said, "Don't forget Lindolfo Delgado at 140." My brother Carlos Rios says Benavidez got that Tyson Fury body. Yeah, his body looks really weird on the
He's a
at the
fat ass
weigh-in.
nigga, bro. Simple, bro.
Like,
Hey, fat boy, eating
He
coke
should be
sandwiches,
at
bro.
cruiser.
Hey, he got that
He should be
Majin
at
Buu body,
cruiserweight.
bro, where he can.
Drew says, not a Tank fan, but he sleeps Loma. Let's keep it real and unbiased. I agree. I mean, you don't have to like Tank, but keep it a bean. I'm gonna be honest with you. Tank, right now, in my opinion, he would probably end Devin Haney's career.
Yeah, probably.
Hell
I
yeah.
think he stopped.
Definitely.
Think
Hey,
he
don't say
stopped
it, bro. Don't
Loma.
say it, bro. Let's say hurt my feelings, bro. Don't do that, bro. I'm hurt. That nigga,
But
hey,
Devin Haney's not, bro. Devin Haney, bro.
Peter,
When
you're a Devin
fucking
fan? You're a fan of me?
when he got rocked,
hey, man,
bro,
yeah.
by Linares, that sold it for me, bro. He's hype, bro. He got all the
No,
skills, bro.
I
He does
in the
have
But nah, but
skills.
nah, but
In the
man,
Linares fight, I
He ain't
cribbed.
beating nobody with no
but nah,
power,
but
bro. He not gonna beat Tank with no power, bro.
man. Hey, you know, I think it is a hand, bro. Hey, I think like it's like his dad fucks him up like so bad with the power and shit though. You know, this bro, cause he don't even punch right though. But it's I don't
Bro,
know, bro.
you
You
know,
know, when he
when I
punches,
knew
it's
it
like a
was
flick.
over for that nigga when that nigga tried to when Ryan turned to the side and he threw like 5 body shots just trying to hit him with Tank hit him and hurt him. It's desperation, bro. That nigga's a bum, bro. Like
Boom,
period.
boom, boom.
Devin's a bum. You remember when he tried to hit Ryan in the side like 5 times in a row? That shit didn't do nothing.
Hey,
Like,
I gotta
yeah,
say,
go ahead
man,
on, bro. That
Murky
nigga
Waters.
not beating nobody, and he a weight bully too. That's why he won't go to welterweight where he's supposed
Boom.
to be at.
And that's why when they was like, so they was talking about the DAZN crew, and they was asking Devin Haney if you want to fight at welterweight next, and the guy was like, say Terrence Crawford, say Terrence Crawford. I was like, ain't no way in hell Devin Haney's gonna mention Terrence Crawford or Boots in his. He just ain't
Hell
gonna
no.
mention those
hell
guys.
no.
And he's dumb.
No.
He's a
You know what?
dumbass,
Hey,
right? Cause these motherfuckers was talking about, oh well, Tank's fighting people leftovers. He tried to fight Tank's leftovers. The right thing for Devin Haney to do was to try to fight Matias and unify, but he was fucking scared. He could be a unified champion right now.
Exactly.
He could be a unified champion right now.
hey,
And,
I think he should retire from the sport of boxing, bro. Like,
God
real
damn it,
shit. I think he should
Fury.
retire, man.
let me ask you a question, Murky Waters. What you think about the Tank fight, and what you think about the Benavidez fight, Murky?
Okay, let's start off with the Tank fight. Let's not pretend that Tank wasn't getting his ass cooked for the first 6 rounds. I understand that nothing was actually like being super effective, like in terms of like damage, but he was losing. In my opinion, he looked very nervous. Like, hey, if this guy continues to move like this, I might not be able to get him out of here. And yes, I think I think the Ghost messed up by actually like you said, he stuck on the ropes too much. Maybe he got cocky and he got slept, right? But let's say he kept that movement up. It didn't look like he was tired. He just seems to have decided to brave it out on the ropes. If he kept going like he was going, he may have been able to pull off a decision. But I don't know if you guys saw this shit, but at the end, they said that they had Tank Davis up. Did you guys have Tank Davis up?
I had him up
Tank
2
Davis up.
rounds.
I had him up. He was letting he was landing the more harder shots.
And precise, accurate.
Yeah, he was more precise. Yeah, he was more precise. He landed the hardest shots. Frank, yeah, he kind of popped them, but you never felt that power that you felt from Tank. Is what I'm saying.
Bro, but the amount of landed versus I understand Tank Davis shots were a little more crisp.
I gotta say, dude, Tank let him. I saw Tank get kind of flustered because he's like, all right, you want to fucking fight like that, fine. Because I thought Tank was carrying him.
Bro,
I don't necessarily disagree, but even if you let someone hit you, they're still winning the rounds, right? Like it's not like if I get in a ring with Usyk or something, right? And he lets me punch him and he doesn't do anything. Like technically I won the round. Yeah, he could have took my ass out, right? But he still lost the round.
I could say the same about Benavidez. Benavidez looked like he was winning every round, yet he looked worried that he wasn't getting him out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think for Benavidez,
landing, bro.
Like I'm gonna be honest with you. I just with the Tank Davis fight for me, it looked like I'm gonna be honest. I think Frank did all right in the first few rounds, but really it looked like Tank was in control.
But it was like the first 6 rounds, though, right?
No,
First 2 or 3.
After three, Tank started catching him, bro.
But Tank was keeping the pace. He's keeping the pace, though, man. You know.
See, y'all have to. This how I look at this shit, bro. You're not gonna be a professional fighter getting pressure like that, fighting on the back foot, running around.
Thank you.
You're not gonna maintain that stamina for 12 rounds.
I get it.
He's giving you the rounds so you can wear yourself out. Cause he know in the back end he's gonna catch you, bro. And you're exerting energy. You're exhausting energy by running. You're not gonna stand in the paint with Tank.
Thank you.
You're not gonna do it.
And I think
until somebody can do that, it ain't good. He's not gonna lose.
One of the mistakes that Frank Warren made was that I think he felt that he was the better athlete than Tank, and I think maybe so, right? But I think he doesn't understand that he's not a better boxer than Tank, right? And I think Tank maybe, like in my opinion, he was losing at that point, but
if he was a better athlete, if he was a better athlete than Tank, he would have still been running around the ring right now.
The thing with you have to have enough power to make Tank respect you.
There's a difference, right? There's a difference between being a good athlete and
he needed the power to keep Tank respected, but he didn't. Tank didn't respect him. He ate every shot he took.
No, I think that was the real problem. I think if he had more power, I think he could have done something, but I don't think he had enough power to keep Tank off of him for the whole 12, right? So yeah, I think that was my thought on the Tank Davis fight. So I do think that a certain type of character might be able to expose Tank, but yeah, I think Tank did a great job in terms of like staying in the fight, and at the end, he got the knockout, and that's really what people want from Tank Davis.
He has an underrated chin too.
He does. He has a thick ass neck, to be honest. So
Before we get on the Benavidez part, Victor says y'all praising Tank for knocking out a guy that was never a champion, had a rehydration clause.
There was no rehydration
one
clause.
guy, but got a gift decision. I don't think we're praising Tank necessarily for beating Frank Martin. I think that we know.
Did he have a rehydration clause? Because I didn't see any.
I don't know if he had a rehydration.
No, but the
They're supposed to.
They said they had one. They said they had one on them. They said they had one on them. They said they had one.
No, they didn't, bro.
But did you see the pictures? This guy was looking like
they had a weigh-in that night afterwards, but I didn't see no rehydration clause.
Frank Martin looked all right to me. The WBA
Frank Martin looked okay.
They canceled it.
No. On weigh-in, he looked like
That's true. That's true. Flamon's right. I seen that report. They made one and then they canceled it.
Right. They made one
the last second.
That's right. Flamon's absolutely right. Murky, what do you think about Benavidez's performance tonight? And does he beat any of the top dogs, Canelo, Bivol, or Better BF?
For me, I'm a slightly biased a little bit towards Benavidez. I met the guy on a flight once, and he was a nice dude. Like he sat right next to me, and he was a nice guy. But yeah, that shit was trash, man. He got, how do you say? I think he got exposed. I don't think people kept saying that his power is, out of this world.
Bro.
I always thought he was more of a volume puncher, right? I don't think he really had that power at 68 and definitely not at 75, right? At 75, cooked by all of them. Even Callum Smith might cook his ass, to be honest.
I was about to say Callum Smith might do it too.
Callum Smith might cook his ass. You saw, he was looking nice. Obviously,
David Morrell might
bro,
do
he
it
was
too.
throwing so many desperation.
Oh, they were possessed in the fucking chokehold, bro.
Dude, Vosnik's face looked clean. Looked fucking clean.
Yep.
David Benavidez, what was it? His left side of the face was just completely swollen.
Yeah, dude, he was peppering him. He wasn't going all out.
Yeah, his face. He had it looked like almost a cut from before, something under his eyelid. That's just about to open.
But then it was a welt. It was a welt on his left side, I think.
Yeah, it was on his eyeball, like on his eyelid.
Yeah, on the eyelid, bro.
Flame Murky, they talking about a ligament tear in his hand. Was that an excuse or is that legitimate?
It's an excuse because if he knocked him out, we wouldn't have heard about it.
I said.
I don't know what actually happened.
But he ain't knock him down, bro. That's the tough part, bro. It's like, come on, bro. Look, now like a knockdown, if he like a knockdown, I'd be like, okay, you got a knockdown, right? But nigga, he ain't do that. Like, what the fuck? Like,
all that shit be, bro. All that shit be hitting gloves, bro. Yeah, you caught him clean a few times, but all that shit hitting gloves, bro.
That was his coming out party.
Hooks,
listen, the only person who exposed Benavidez was himself today.
Boom.
But you cannot tell me, man. Oh my god, bro.
Bro, Canelo is that boy.
Bro,
Lalo ducking Morrell, shit, bro. Morrell, dog. That's why he moved up.
Man, I want to see that Morrell fight.
He gonna kill David, bro.
He ain't gonna want to fight no damn Morrell.
I think one thing to wrap up on that, Gosdick situation is, dude, I felt like, did anyone feel like Gosdick was not putting anything on his punches? It felt like he was
he wasn't.
It felt like he was just throwing them out, and I felt like if he put some on it, I think he could have gotten David in trouble. Man.
He was showing too much. He was just showing too much respect. I think the hype of the monster, blah blah, this and that. At one point, he started putting his hands on David Benavidez. At one point,
at one point he did clock him back, and David Benavidez went back.
Yeah, he got tired of that monster shit.
Like I felt like, man, if you really from round 6 forward, if you really started putting it on him, I think you could have even maybe stopped him. Like it looked like David was getting tired, and if you were concussing him with some shots, maybe David could have gone down. Honestly,
I think he went for a check. That's all he went for. He didn't go for no fight.
He definitely didn't look like the same guy that fought Arthur, because when he fought Arthur, he was. If you would look at him, he was standing there. He was going for the stomach. He would hit him with a stiff jab in the stomach, that stiff jab up top. He wasn't doing none of that shit.
But you got to take a few other things into the consideration, Murky. This guy is 37 years old. He ain't fought 12 rounds in what years?
12 years.
And
so you got to look at a situation like that. Is like, maybe he's not trying to punch himself out here.
Yeah, but I think after round 7, after round 7, he should have realized that David Benavidez was like Majin Buu without Mr. Satan at that point. He could have started pressing him.
I'm like, knocking that old ass man, bro. That's fucking tough, bro.
Like he could have unloaded. He had enough energy to unload from the 6th to the 12th. He had enough energy, and that mountain of a man was not getting moved at all by Benavidez. He could have just.
He landed some hooks flush on his right side, right? And he just ate them. I was like, God damn! Like this, because initially Benavidez was running some. Yeah, initially Benavidez ran a couple good ones. I was like, damn.
So y'all think he laid down?
No,
I think so.
Situation. Not laid down, but I think it was a check. Like he was more so like happy.
He came for a check. That's all he came
like
for.
One of those punches, bro, that is like, okay, it don't look like he trying, but because I was thinking that too, but it's like he just. I think he fights like that, bro. Because
that's kind of who he is.
I think he fights like an amateur. Power. I think he fights like an amateur. It's like he's he.
And you know what? For a guy that wasn't swinging that hard, he touched his Benavidez face.
Good. So
it gotta be some.
I got two questions. I gotta read here real first. One was Lalo said Canelo slept the champion Kovalev. and the crack cocaine monster, Benavidez,
Benavidez.
couldn't do this against a 4-year retired 37-year-old fighter. And the best matchup for Tank is Teofimo. I don't know. And call me crazy. As much as I like Teo, I'm still picking Tank. I just don't know why.
Tank beats him.
Yeah.
This nigga said Tio. This nigga got knocked out by Ken. I'm about to say that shit, bro.
I mean, I seen Teo get dropped by Sandor Martin.
Look, if Teo can switch trainers,
Do I still
he has a chance.
Do I still got it?
If my,
Let's not pretend Teo does not get up for good fights.
If my boy George can drop Teofimo, what you think Tank finna do to this?
Man, first off, your boy George is. Well, what did you call George? What did you call George Kambosos' flame on? What did you call him?
Wait, did he just call him my boy, bro? No, did he, bro? Come on,
No,
bro.
he's actually my friend. Nuke can tell you right now that I actually have friends with George Kambosos.
He really is friends with George Kambosos. He really is. He flew out to Australia for that Lomachenko ass. All of that.
Yeah, son of Australia rubs his legs whenever he's in bed. He's like, Kambosos, man. What else do you need?
He was wiping the blood off of Kambosos' face.
Yeah, I think he's friends with Kambosos. He's friends with benefits with Kambosos.
He gave Devin the easiest road to undisputed ever, bro.
Facts.
Look,
Yeah, that's why I like Kambosos.
That's facts.
That shit was hype, bro.
Niggas, listen, Devin saw that. Listen, it wasn't Devin that saw the opportunity. Bill Haney saw the opportunity. He said, man, I don't care if you give us 3%. We're going up there to get them belts.
And here's the problem I have with that. Devin Haney was supposed to stop Kambosos because you were super middleweight fighting this guy. You outkilled him. That should have never been something where you went to 2 decisions back to back. That's
right.
No. I wasn't trying to. I was trying to strike a box.
So you're saying Haney was supposed to stop Lomachenko too? If you're saying Haney was
this motherfucker coming in the
Kambosos and Lomachenko ain't on the same level.
No, I don't think so, bro. Hey, that's the thing. Hey,
we're on the same level. I'm just saying because they're small.
You got 4-5 inches of reach advantage. You're 165 plus. You got the height advantage. Like, come on, you can't stop Kambosos, but Loma can.
Thank you.
What does that say about you? What does that say about you?
And let me tell you,
it's no power, bro. Simple, like
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Hold on, let me tell you guys something real quick. Facts Only says Frank Martin was scared to death in that ring. I'm gonna tell you guys a little something that I don't really share with people. My mom is really liking boxing, and she texts me during the fight, and she's like, "That boy looked terrified," and I'm like, "This, it's obvious. Frank Martin was scared to death in the ring."
I think he was like that in the press conferences. When he called that press conference,
the flinch, the flinch of the press conference told me everything I need to know about Frank, bro, going to that fight. But that flinch, bro, flinch of the press conference, bro, that's all you need to know, bro. That nigga, that nigga didn't even touch that nigga, bro. Nigga finna fall off the stage, bro. Like, what the
hell? Yeah, I got my family. My family was next to me, and they was like, yo, before the fight start, man, you can change your decision, man. I'm telling you, change your decision, dog. I was like, I think Frank might pull this off, bro. I like to go for the upset sometimes. There was a lot of upsets today. Garcia lost. Yep. The kid Garcia lost. Fucking one of the Russell brothers lost.
I gotta say that was a Kambosos Lomachenko moment. It's okay.
Yo. So I figured, man, I might come on top of this. Pause. And then my man got stretched out, bro. The Ghostbuster came out. That shit was funny as fuck. I seen that. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
That was a son of Kambosos moment, bro. It's okay.
Did Frank Martin seem scared to you?
Seen him like son of Martin. When he son of Martin. Back, he looked up and seen all the flags.
Hey, Frank saw his own ghost tonight, bro. Real shit, bro. Nigga saw his own ghost.
I got one more question for the panel, and I want to start with Flame on this one. Adrian says, hey, Nuke, who do you think knocks out Tank? In my opinion, I think Pitbull Cruz knocks out Tank Davis. Do you agree with that, Flame on, or no?
No. Only reason Pitbull had a decent fight with Tank is because he hurt his hand. He legit hurt his hand. We seen him hurt his hand. And you still couldn't do shit with him. And I don't really see the need for a rematch, but I think if they do rematch him, that Cruz, if he don't get knocked out, he gets hurt. He gets hurt. He might quit.
No, I don't think so. Hell no, bro.
Nah, I think he ain't quit.
That motherfucker hit that one.
That little nigga's not quitting, bro.
Garcia couldn't even see.
That little nigga's not gonna quit.
Man, big ass. He think he gonna quit that big ass head, bro? Hell no, bro.
He
Nigga,
got
that like
that
a tank.
Bill goddamn
Niggas all head and
Brazilian ass
shoulders.
gonna be blind.
Man, that big
He's
ass
all
head.
head and
But,
shoulders, bro.
hey,
He's all head and
hey,
shoulders.
it's all. Hey, look, hey, it's all head, bro. Nothing else, bro.
Bro,
All
Cruz
head
Big
and
is
ass
so
head,
shoulders,
bro.
bro.
Number one is
trash,
just
bro. That
how do you
motherfucking
see
Pitbull
Tank
is
and Pitbull
trash.
rematch, Marky?
Tank and Pitbull. I think.
Yeah.
I honestly, I think Pitbull sucks. To be honest, I'm not sure I rate him like.
Damn,
like
bro.
rate him. I
No,
think
facts
Pitbull's.
though.
To be honest, I think Pitbull's a bum. Let me just be honest. I think Pitbull got lucky and he put himself in a good situation and good for him. But I do think that the only one who can possibly do anything to Tank at this point, looking at the field, is Shakur runs away the whole fight, and
That's disgusting.
Ortio wins. Right? I think that would be the best fight. Right? But I'm not sure anyone else beats him. I just don't understand why Tank doesn't fight these fucking guys. Like, he's really good. He's really talented. He's got nasty power for that weight. He should just, I don't know, get a nutsack and actually fight him. He can actually
He
beat
not.
pound for pound.
Have
That
y'all
nigga
ever
said that's disgusting.
I don't think
considered that
Kirk
it
can
ain't
run
him
for that
that's
long,
scared?
Peter, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's
Supreme,
disgusting.
Supreme.
Bro, no,
How does Pitbull and Tank play out in a rematch?
Oh shit.
140. They got to fight at 140.
140.
And they fight at 140, and they'll probably go all the way again, man. Tank will win that by decision again.
Yeah, I think that decision. Dude, Pitbull isn't stupid, dude. He for a guy who just kind of is just like a Mexican style fighter, he has defense. There's this particular clip where he
Shots with his head.
he parries the punch away from.
Bro, he has like a fucking turtle. He fights like a turtle, nigga. The neck goes inside like this. You don't even see that shit no more.
Bro, it's all head, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he don't got defense like that, bro.
Oh, you guys talking and then you have Couch Patch Tank with his fucking weird ass head.
Man, the thing about Pitbull is like, look, it's just straight. Look, it's just straight. Come forward, put my head down. Let me just say fuck it. That's the game plan, bro.
That's it. That's it.
Exactly. Mike Tyson
Fuck it. Let me just go ahead and
Nigga
swing.
will be talking like Rocky in a couple of more years. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised if that other bum Ryo knocked his ass out too. To be honest.
All right, fellas, man, we're gonna call it a wrap on this show.
Right.
Tomorrow's
Later, guys.
Tomorrow's Father's Day, so I gotta go see Hit Kid's mama and make this situation work.
I gotta go see Southpaw Mother too.
We're gonna be
Hey,
live.
man,
this week.
Southpaw dumbass.
Yeah, shout out to Southpaw Mama.
I gotta go see him. I gotta go see him.
Hey, Southpaw. Hey, this is not for Southpaw. Get his bitch ass up out of here, man. That David be that shit, bro. Real shit, man.
I gotta go
Salute
see
everybody, man. Salute.
This is not for him.
Happy Father's Day to everybody.